welcome to your Wednesday workout, or Wednesday for me at least. Awesome repeat workout for you tonight. Buns, back, and biceps. 3 awesome muscle groups. We're going to do it in circuits, so we're going to start with our buns circuit, then we're going to hit up our back, and then we're going to save the best for last. Biceps. So really quick warm up for you tonight. Hands are on the hips. We're just going to start with a nice easy side step, touching right and left. Deepen the breath, in and out. When you're ready, starting to widen that step, maybe stepping it out a little bit further each time. Should we bring some arms into it since it's a lot of upper body here tonight? All right, let's do it. High-low arms. Choose a pace that you feel comfortable with. If you're doing this one first thing in the morning, maybe you're a little bit slower to warm up. The body's taking a little bit longer. That's fine. Just slow it down. High-low arms. Keeping a little bit of a bend to the knees so those knees are completely locked out. Let's push press the arms. Warming up chest and back. Pushing out with the chest. Squeezing into the back as those elbows drive back. That's it. Couple more. 4, 3, 2. Keep that chest pressed. Give me hamstring curl with the legs. Same thing here. We're really absorbing in through those knees and ankles. You can sit it up tall here, or you can add a little hack squat into a hamstring curl. So stick with that. Give me an overhead. Push press. Smiles are turned on, yes? Couple more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands back to the hips, back to that side step. We're going to slowly start to transition the foot that's touching to the side. We're going to transition it to the back a little bit. Starting to fire up those glutes and hamstrings. Now we're going to start to take it down to the mat, a little bit lower, slowing down that motion. Any ideas where this is going? Keep that side step nice and big. Here we go, take it a little bit lower, and let's bring it into full skaters. Reach, reach, reach. When you're ready to take it into that full thing, you can stick with the step, or you can get that little bit of plyometric jump in there. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. That's it. Last 4, 3, keep going. 2, 1. You got it. March it out on the spot. Just keep the lower body moving, rolling those shoulders around and back, up to the ears. Down and back, slide those shoulder blades along down. Rotate those shoulders the other way, to the front. All right, we're gonna get our tunes cranked up, and like I said, we are going to start with buns. If you have a booty band, orange band, Beirut, whatever you have, grab that. If you don't have one, as always, you can improvise. A couple long socks tied together, some pantyhose tied together. If you don't have anything, no worries at all. We'll still get some burning buns here for you. So circuits tonight are 25 reps of each exercise, twice through, followed up by a cardio, because why not, right? Get that little metabolic pump in there. So starting with our buns, if you do have a band, you can grab that. If you're using the band, it's just gonna come just above the knees. If you have a band with a lot of resistance, you can place it around the ankles. We're coming into a deep squat with a side leg lift. I have a lot of resistance on this band, so I'm gonna recruit those bigger muscles to get my side leg lift in there. Option to hold a dumbbell here at the chest as we're doing these ones. So squatting it down, getting that nice big side leg lift, squatting it down, taking it to the other side. You do what you feel comfortable with. Maybe first round you want to use the weight, second round take it out. That's totally up to you. Flatten out the back. Let's do this. Inhaling down, exhaling to get that leg lift, keeping that toe pointed to the front so that we're using those outer hip muscles we're not activating the hip flexors. This is 25 aside. You're gonna be feeling it by the end of this one. Hitting that low squat each and every time. You have that band. It does not have to be a real big movement. As soon as you start to feel it in those outer hips right here, that's it. That's all you need. There's 10 for me. Well on our way to 25. Try not to transition too much weight over to the other side. We want to make those glutes do all the work with this action. Because otherwise, what's the point, right? There's 15, last 10. Sticking those hips right back on the way down. Keep going. Here we are, down to our last 5. 5. Keep it up. 4. 4. Pull those shoulders back, nice and strong. Last one each side. Finish off at 25. Woo! All right, band can come on if you're using one. Next one, we've got tabletop donkey kicks. So we've got 25 aside. You have an option of taking a weight, placing it behind the knee for added resistance with this one. If you're not using a weight, we're just keeping that foot flexed, getting that hip extension, driving the foot up towards the ceiling with control back down. We're not completely resting that knee down at the bottom. We're keeping it hovering above the floor. If you're using a weight, squeezing that weight between the hamstring and between the calf, maintaining that squeeze the whole time is going to give you a little extra resistance. Keeping the feet flexed, squeezing in through that core nice and strong. Let's go for 25. Being mindful that we're not shifting any weight to the front. Weight stays even between the hands in the front and that knee in the back. Nice and slow and steady on the descend. There's 10 already. Give that neck some length. Watch that that low back isn't arching down towards the mat. That means we need to tuck that core in and under. Glutes are feeling good. Come on, give me 5 more. Big squeeze up at the top. And find that 25. Once you're done 25 one side, guess what? You get to do it exact same thing on the other side. So lock that weight in if you're using it. Really, really pressing the fingertips into the mat to take any pressure off the wrist. Getting set up, let's go. Exact same thing, other side. Keeping hips and shoulder levels even. Tucking that belly button in and under will help to flatten the back out. And already, feeling good, going with the breath. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Last 10 here, get 25 full reps. Come on, make it count. Here we go, 5 more, come on, finish it with me. And 25, 2 more glute exercises to go and we get to do it all over again. Oh, it's just one, I've got 3 for each one. Wow, you're welcome. All right, next one, 1 dumbbell. It's just a low squat. We're gonna pulse on that last rep though. Okay, so 1 dumbbell, holding it end to end, feet are just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Not wider as if we're into a plie, just a little bit further than hip width apart. apart to allow for that dumbbell. We're coming into a nice basic squat here. So sitting it down and back, and then right back up again. On that 25th rep, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna do 25 pulses. Yeah, baby, get excited. All right, rolling those shoulders around and back. Let's do this. Inhaling as we're lowering down, exhaling back up. Fully straightening out that spine. Watch that we aren't dropping that chest down too low towards the floor. Shifting the weight onto the heels a little bit more. So not only are we getting those glutes, we're getting quads, we're getting some hamstrings, we're also getting that low back with that dumbbell here down at the bottom. We made it to 12. Keep on going. Last 10. Keeping that little bit of a bend at the knees at the top, remember? Breathing is slow and steady. Last 5, 4, remember on that 25th rep, we're holding down for 25 pulses. 2, maybe down here, high low pulse, up down. Hold those shoulders back, keep it low, keep those hips back. Come on, come on, come on. There's 15. Keep it going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love it. Good. Set that guy down. All right. Second round coming up at you in 30 seconds. Grab a quick drink. Grab that band if you're using it. Maybe round 2. You want to go solo, you want to go without the band, but you want to keep the dumbbell here at the chest, that works fine as well. Or you can use the band and no weight. So many options. 25 squat, side leg raises, each side. If you are using the weight, it's up here nice and high at the chest. Feet start hip width apart. Give me a deep breath in. Let's do this. Squat, toes stays pointed to the front. Give me a side leg lift. Squat, leg lift. So we're focusing on those outer hips, outer glutes with this one. Pull those shoulders around and back just a little bit more. Start to be feeling it a little bit more. Round 2. At 10 already. Going strong. Still with me, guys. Come on. Keep moving. Nice big side leg lifts. Toes stays pointed to the front. We're not using any of those hip flexors. See, even without the band, it's burning. It's doing what it should. All right, we're at 20. Last 5 each side. Go, 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 go. One more. Get to that 25. Nice, done. Tabletop donkey kicks. Option, like I said, to place the weight behind the knee. Hands are starting underneath the shoulders. Knees are locked underneath the hips. If you are using that weight, keep that squeeze the whole time. Keep the hamstrings turned on so it's not flopping around on you. Firming up into the low back, flatten it out a little bit. Let's go for 25 donkey kicks. Flat foot, press it right up. Full extension. Tuck that belly button in and under. Squeezing into those fingertips, releasing any pressure into the wrist. You're doing good, guys. Come on. You got a little bit more to go. This is it. Down to our last 5. Finish off with that 25, beautiful. Other leg getting set up, readjust. Firm up into that core, tighten it up. Ready when you are, let's go for 25. Being mindful of the upper body, keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. Take a peek up at me at the screen and then return your focal point back down to the mat so that we're not overextending in through the neck. Do a little check-in, make sure belly isn't dropping down towards the mat. We're at 15. Breathe through this last 5 here. Don't rush it. Keep that control. And 25. Last but not least here, we have those weighted squats. One dumbbell just down in midline. It's just that added resistance. Feet are only hip width apart. So 25 nice low squats and then 25 pulses to finish those glutes off. Rolling the shoulders around and back. Try to maintain a nice flat back. Are you with me? Let's do this. Inhale down nice and low. Exhale to get it right back up again. Pull those shoulders around and back at the top. Deep sink into those hips. Remember, this is your Buns circuit. Feel them burn, baby, burn. 10 already. Only 2 rounds to these circuits. Reps are higher. We're going to keep those sets a little bit lower. Keeping your weight back on the heels on the way down, remember? There we go, we made it to 20, last 5, and then we're gonna pulse it out. Feeling good. 24, meet me at the bottom for this one. Up, down for 25. Let those shoulders back and around. Quick 25, you've got this. 15. Straining through that abdomen, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, little bit of cardio for you. We have 1 minute on. We've got monster walks. So again, option to use a band. If you are using a band, band's coming just above the knees. If not, hands are coming to the hips or hands are coming back behind the head. We're gonna squat it low. We're gonna take 2 or 3 steps depending on the space that you have to the right and to the left. We are staying nice and low the whole time. 1 minute is on, ready, set. Let's do this. Nice wide side steps to the right, to the left. This is a good opportunity if you have a long hallway at home or you're outside, you wanna go on the sidewalk and let your neighbors all know that you're crazy. You can do this. Down to the side, as far as you can go, and then take it back. Same squat rules apply though. We're sticking those hips to the back. I prefer to keep the hands back behind the head. That way, we're not rounding those shoulders down too far. Make those side steps a little bit wider if you can. Unless you have a really, really tight resistance band on, then work with what you can do. 15 seconds here, come on. Take it a little bit lower if you can. Go, 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 go. Last 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! Shake it out, grab a drink. Guess what? Buns are done. Now we're on to back. So we've got an elevated row to start. I'm using a yoga block here tonight. If you have a little exercise step to use, that'll work out perfectly. If you have a little step stool, sometimes that step stool that I use for our bathroom will work as well. So we're into an elevated row. Again, pick a weight that you can stick with for 25 reps. We're coming down to our forearms. So I'm going to take one forearm, resting it on my yoga block. The other arm is going to be completing the row. This one can be done from partial plank, knees are down, or it can come to full plank. So we're getting that little bit of a shoulder blade squeeze at the top, control down. Do not rest that weight down in between. Keep that little bit of a hover. So elbows brushing to the side of the body. You can start up in this high plank and then drop down to the knees if you need to. That's an option as well. So with that elevation, make sure elbow and shoulder are in the same line. So when you have that little bit of lift, make sure alignment is here. Let's get set up for 25. Knees ready, and go. Squeeze. So plugging that shoulder blade back, keeping it turned on. Obviously a little bit of a bonus core with this one. Try to keep hips and shoulder levels as even as possible. And again, if you need to drop down to the knees anytime, do so. You're still getting those abs on fire. We made it to 15. Come on, give me a little bit more. Elbow brushes along the side of the rib cage. We made it. Last 5. And 25. Woo! We were shaky there by the end. Exact same thing, other side. So move that little bit of an elevation. This just allows for a little more range of motion. It offsets the weight a little bit, so it makes that core work overtime to try to counterbalance that offset weight. 25, other side, let's do it. You want to make sure shoulder level stays as even as possible, so we're not opening up and through chest and shoulders each time. If you feel a little off kilter, just open up the stance of the feet a little bit more. You're in this nice high plank. Activate in through that core, squeezing in through the thighs even. Controlling that weight coming back down. Yeah, feeling good. Last 5. Squeeze at the top. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders out. Next one, we've got a nice wide grip row. So we're going to come from a nice chest low stance position. Option 1 is to keep the feet together. Back is flat. Option 2 is to come from a staggered stance. Still, we're hinging forward. Back is flat. I'm going to go 2 foot tonight. So dumbbells are facing the thighs to start. We're going to drop the chest down, keeping the back as flat as possible, letting those dumbbells come away from the body a little bit, and then we're going to roll the elbows away. Elbows are shoulder level, so we're in that scarecrow position, right back in so the inside of the dumbbells touch. 25 is on, baby. All right. Keeping that back nice and flat, plug those shoulder blades around and back. Try to keep it there. Let's go. Get that mid and upper back squeeze at the top. So gaze is in front of you just a little bit, not enough to overextend the neck. Giving a little bit of a bend to those knees. That core is always turned on, remember. Made it to 10, how you feeling? Easy on that descent. Give me 10 more. All right, last 5. Keep it strong. Don't break on that form. Come on. Especially when you're getting tired. Slow it down. 2 more. And yeah. Awesome work. So we've hit mid and upper back. Now we're going to get lower back with some good mornings. So if you have one big fat kettlebell, you can grab that for this one, or you can grab 2 heavier dumbbells, lock them together in the front. Feet are nice and close together with these good mornings. You're going to roll the shoulders around and back, keeping that squeeze into the upper back. The hinge here is coming from the hips, not the knees. So as we let that chest drop down low, we're sticking the butt to the back, making that number 7 shape with the body, and then driving into heels, hamstrings, and low back to get that pull up. So let's give it a try. Inhale as we lower. Exhale to get that low back, creating that action upwards. Sliding the shoulders down away from the ears. 25 is a lot of reps here. Try not to rush through. Being mindful of the form with each and every rep. Give those toes a little wiggle. Make sure we're not pressing into the toes. That way we're not transitioning too much weight to the front. 15. If you're feeling this one in the low back right now, that's good. You're doing it right. Watch that we're not bending at the knees anymore, or alternatively getting that extra extension. Last 3. Inhale down, exhale up. 2. Give me one more here. Boom, take it out, 25. All right, we've got 30 seconds rest, and then we are back down at the top for our elevated rows. If you don't have access to anything to give you a pop-up, you can do this one from the hands, from a partial plank, just like we would a renegade row, or from a full plank. So let's get ourselves set up, shall we? So if you are onto the forearms with a little bit of a lift, get set up so that the elbow and the shoulder is in the same line, remember. Square the shoulders and square the hips up, tucking the hips under before you pop those knees off if that's what you're doing. Tuck the hips under, protect that low back. Let's go for 25. Roll away, my friends. Slow and steady through this one, even though your abs are screaming at ya. Best thing to do when you're starting to feel tired is breathe. How many times do we say that? Drop those hips down, square it out a little bit more. Last time. Woo, we're shaky. If you need to drop down to the knees, take those hips with you. Let's go for 5. And 25 big rows. All right, switch it up. Other side. Nice quick transition. Elbows and forearms in the exact same spot. Readjust into the core. Away you go. Exact same thing, other side. The elbow the arm that's rolling, making sure elbow sweeps along the side of the rib cage. It's not too far away from the body. Again, drop to the knees anytime you need to. You're still getting that full row action in there. Turn those smiles on, helps to get you through, I promise. Last 7. Go, go, go. 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Stand it up, shake those shoulders out. Let's get ready for our wide grip row with this one. Again, if you're more comfortable from a staggered stance position, back stays flat, chest is low, or 2-foot stance. Soften through the knees. Get that hinge first before we start the movement. Pull those shoulders back. Let's go for 25. Give the toes a little wiggle. Means we're shifting those hips back. You're starting to too much in the low back. Just deepen the bend of the knees a little bit. Make sure those elbows are coming nice and wide without getting that shoulder shrug here. Pulling those dumbbells apart, away from each other to get that squeeze, rather than getting that shoulder lift, if you can see the difference. Last 8. Flatten that back a little bit more. Here we are. 4. Give me 2 more. Keep it going. Beautiful. All right, stand it up. 1 single kettlebell, holding it here, or 2 dumbbells locked together in the front. Let's finish off with this good mornings, or good evening, wherever you are here. Feet are hip width apart, soften through the knees. Same thing here, hinges coming from the hips, no extra bend in through the knees. Keeping that back as flat as possible. Let's inhale, sticking the hips back. Drop that chest low to create that number 7 with the body. And then using hamstrings and low back to take it right back up again. Rolling those shoulders around and back at the top. Get that full, complete movement. Inhale as we lower. Exhale to take it back up. 15. Finish it off with me. Last 10. Slow it down. Don't rush through these last few reps. We made it. 5 more. Come on. Finish it off with me. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Set those weights down. Let's get a little bit of cardio in there. For 1 minute, we are going to do 1 minute of squat jacks. Again, targeting those glutes, targeting those outer hips. Getting my timer up for you. So squat jacks, you can jump both feet out at the same time, touch down at midline, or you can start with your feet together, step out and touch, step out and touch. 1 foot at a time. 1 minute on, let's go. Step or jump it out, nice and low each and every time. Once you get the hang of it, maybe speed it up. You want to kick that heart rate up a little bit higher for this minute. By the time we're done, our biceps should be back down enough to jump it right back up again. Hang it down, nice and low. We got 25 seconds to go. Come on, you got lots of juice left in there. Use it, use it, use it. Down to your last 10. Don't quit. Go, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right. Are you ready for biceps? Your favorite. Whoop. Grab a drink, let's recover. Again, sticking with that 25 theme so that when we've done 2 sets, we've done 50 reps of everything. We're gonna go alternating bicep curl. Whew. Firm up in through the base, soften through the knees. So we're gonna curl one arm, hand up to the shoulder. As that arm is lowering back down, the other one's coming up. This is too, sometimes our brain just wants to separate the movement. You can stick with a basic alternating arm bicep curl. If you can add that switch in there, great. Keeping the elbow locked into the side so that it's not kicking to the front as we're curling it up. Give me a deep breath here, curling one arm up. Ready? Let's go. Give me a switch and switch. There's 1 and 2. Sliding those shoulders down away from the ears. A little bit of a bend to the knees. Get that firm, solid base from the core. Made it to 10. How are those arms feeling? I'll ask you that in round 2. So far, so good. Last 10 each side. Keep breathing, slow and steady. Trying to eliminate any sway in through that low back. That means what? We need to engage that core. Last 3, 3, come on, 2, 2, 1, and 1. You did it for 25, beautiful. We're gonna hit the mat for this next one into bicep burners. We're gonna do these bicep burners in a V-sit position though. So if you need to double up the mat for your booty, do so. V-sit can be done with the feet down. We're leaning it on back so we feel that little bit of an activation in through the core. Or you can kick the feet up while you're doing this one. Bicep burners, remember, we're starting with that elbow bend at 90 degrees. You're curling the weights up to the shoulders and then back down to 90, no further, all right? Flatten out into the back. Ready? Let's go for 25. This movement actually does go quite quickly. You can go 1 foot down, 1 foot up if you want, or both feet down. 10 already. How I'm feeling? Go a little bit more. Stop it at 90. No full range of motion here, just half. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Standing it back on up for your last one. I'm just going to flick on our lights here. Too late, we're losing daylight. Hammer curl. So we can hammer curl from the same way we did our bicep curl, true foot base, both arms at the same time. If you want to add a little extra core and an element of balance, let's go single leg hammer curl. You choose what you feel comfortable with. Same thing, 25 reps. Deep breath in, and let's go. Curling the weights up to the shoulders, control down. We are doing single leg here. Take a note of which leg you're balancing on so you can do it on the other leg next time. Not locking those knees out. Keep them soft. Relaxing the grip on the way down. Easier on the forearms. Feeling good. We made it to 12. Doing good, guys. Come on, a little bit more. There's 20. Finish it off with me. Go for 5 more. Easy down, easy down. Last 2. And 1. Okay, good stuff. Set those weights down, shake the arms out. Getting ready for round 2. You got 30 seconds. And then we're back to those alternating arm bicep curls. Down to our last group, guys. You're doing great. Power through these last 25 reps each. 1, and you've got it made. So alternating arm curls, exact same setup here. Solid base, tighten through the tummy. One arm up, the other arm down. Give me a deep breath. And let's go, switch it up for 1. Remember, elbows are staying at the side. Really isolating into those biceps. No shoulders needed here. All arms, baby. Give those shoulder blades a little bit of a squeeze at the back. Woo! Now how are those arms feeling? Mine are starting to complain. There's 10. Smile and breathe, guys. Smile and breathe. Come on. 15. Doing good. You're doing good. Here we are, down to our last 5. You've got it. You're almost there. worth it. 1 and 1. You did it. Awesome. Hitting the mat. Shake those arms out on the way down. We've got your V-sit bicep curl, or bicep burner, sorry. So we're only that halfway up curl. Palms are up, elbows stay here. It's just that halfway movement with the bicep curl. Flatten out the back, lean it on back to feel your tummy kick in. Ready? Let's go. Feet are up or down, that's up to you. Breathing each and every time. At 10 already, how you feeling? Come on, give me a little bit more. Strong tummy. We made it to 20. Last 5, go. 4, 3, little more. 2, 1. Woo! All right, are you ready for those hammer curls? You can go 2 foot or single leg. If you're going single leg, try to do it on the other side this time. All right, starting those arms, hands are in a neutral grip. Same thing, no, we don't want the elbows driving forwards. Keep the elbows to the sides. Let's go. Last 25 of these beautiful hammer curls. If you're single leg and you're starting to get wobbly, slow it down, or just drop that toe down to touch. It's always nice getting a bonus indirect core workout, especially when you're working those arms. Abs and arms all the way. There's 10. Relaxing the grip on that descend right here. 15. Last 10. Come on, you come this far. Don't give up on those arms now. Five more. You've got this. Go, go, go. Up for 2. And 1. Yes. Do not run away on me yet. We have 1 last minute of cardio. Like I said, we're going to kick that heart rate up into high gear before we bring it back down again. Our cardio tonight is thrusters. So 2 dumbbells, your choice in weights. We're going to take them to our sides. We're going to squat it right down. You can step or jump out into plank, step or jump back in, hips are low before we stand right back up again. Let's get some power into those legs. 1 minute is on. Ready, set, let's do this. Thrusters, take it down, step or jump, out or in, right back up. Full stand up here. This is your last cardio round, remember guys? Put some hustle into it, put some power. Make it work, make it worth it. In, out, and up. Keep up that momentum. If you need to start to step, that's fine. You can still keep the power, keep the movement going on. Woo, last 20. Come on, you got it, you got it, you got it. Give me more. Last 5. Done. Yeah. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Breathe. Grab a drink if you need one. We're gonna do a really, really quick stretch to finish it off. And then I gotta get my kids to bed. Woo! How was that? Super good, right? All right, rolling those shoulders around the back. When you're ready, you're gonna take the hands into the small of the back. This is an awesome stretch. I know I always come to this one, but how often through our day do we find ourselves like this, hunched over in front of our phone, in front of our computer? So what better way to open it up is to do the opposite. Interlace the hands behind the back, or grabbing at the wrists Pull those shoulder blades together at the back. Deep breath in, breathing right into the front and through the chest. Give a little bit of a bend to the knees. And then when you're ready, you're going to hinge it forward at the hips. Allow those hands to lift off the small of the back. If they're not ready to come up, that's fine. Just hang on there. Releasing the hands nice and slow, a little bit softer in through the knees. Really feel that pull in through the low back. If you can, grabbing the elbows, wrapping the forearms around, tuck the chin into the chest. Get that lovely low back traction. Sending the breath all the way down. If you want to rock it side to side, get a little bit of sway in there. Yeah. Nice and slowly release the hands back to the floor. Walking the hands up along the shins, to the knees, to the thighs. Woo! Well done. As always, feel free to stick around, stretch out whatever else you feel like needs stretching. Maybe a little bit of those glutes, maybe some hamstrings, all right? Always, always, always rehydrate with lots of water. Have a nice healthy snack post-workout, and we will see you guys next time.